Good morning, guys. My name is Phil. Welcome back to Miranda Detailing. So in today's episode, we are working on this little Mercedes, and we're doing our new car prep and ceramic coating. Now, it's not a new car, but I call it our new car prep because I do. Mostly it's new cars that come in for this service, but it's basically the same service as the new car prep. Basically, it is the full wash, decon, paint enhancement, and ceramic coating. So we coat the paint, the wheels, or at least the face of the wheels, the trim, and all of the glass, and of course a more hardy coating on the windshield. But this one has some extra work that we need to do on it. Guys, if you're enjoying videos like this, and I hope you are, consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss stuff. So it was just washed and deconned, and let's take a look at the paint because it definitely needs some polishing, but we're dealing with PPF film, old PPF film. Now it's not crackling yet, it's not dried out, but we are going to remove it because, well, you can polish it, but you really can't go too extensively on it because you don't want to be building up heat. You can do a light polish or an all-in-one, and you can ceramic coat right over PPF film. But this one, you can see the edge here is starting to come up, and it's just kind of all around ugly. So we're going to remove that. And we're actually going to be using a technique that Larry Cosella from Ammo uses. I've seen a lot of his videos about removing PPF film. It's annoying. That's just what we have to deal with sometimes. So we're going to remove this PPF film. But as we look around, we can see the paint definitely needs some improvement. A lot of room for improvement. So we'll see what combo works best for this paint. And we'll polish it and then coat it. Wheels are in pretty good shape. They weren't too bad. There may be a few little imperfections here and there along the way that we'll show you how we tackle. And this is a hardtop convertible, but we're not bothering with putting the top down and all of that. And we're not even doing under the hood, and we're not even doing interior. I may just do a quick little vacuum and wipe down the interior, but that's about it. We're gonna focus on the exterior. So let's dry it, and then we'll get to removing this PPF film. So this is not a fun process, but it is working. It's just going to take a while. But basically, we use boiling hot water and just slowly peel it off. So you can use the steamer, you can use a heat gun. Maybe the steamer, I don't know, in some ways could be easier because now we have to fill that up again and heat the water up. So maybe we'll try that. We'll turn the steamer on. But, you know, basically heat it up. Using liquid heat, I think, is better than dry heat. That's just my opinion. It's a little bit safer, I think. But it is working. We'll just have to use some glue residue remover to remove this glue. But let's just continue and remove all of this. Well, that was horrible. Now we have to deal with the residue. Oh, that feeling of peeling the PPF film and thinking you're gonna get it all, and then it just breaks on you. Horrible feeling. All right, now you can see some of that is glue residue, but you can see how faded it is under there. That is kind of weird. We'll see if that's just residue and if it will look like that paint. I mean, theoretically, the paint is supposed to be in better shape under here than there. But doesn't quite look like it. They didn't polish it or prep it correctly or do anything before they laid the PPF film. So, I don't know. Now this is an 08. Yeah, it's got some age on it. So I don't know when this was installed. I doubt it's original, but who knows. Okay, all the PPF film is removed, all the residue is removed, and look at it underneath. Now, you saw that I was using a plastic razor blade, but that's not what causes this. This obviously is from really bad prep work. Not polishing it correctly. I can see some holograms in here that is definitely indicative of, yep, right there, of bad polishing, bad compounding, and just not finishing it. That's what it looked like underneath the PPF film. Above it actually looks better. That's horrible. So, yeah, I mean, it took us a long time. We used the W7 from Gtechniq. Now, you can use also any type of glue remover. We just chose to use this one. We had the Gtechniq one over there. These are very stinky chemicals, so that's why she's wearing the mask. A lot more sensitive to it. I had all the fans going in here. I just installed this big one up in the corner, so that really blows a lot of air. But now let's move on to the polishing stage. And we're using the Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions One and Done, the Hybrid Solutions Pro, and the orange pad. And already, huge improvement. Look at that. That looks amazing. So that is our combo. That's our solution to fix all of this. So the paint is looking really good. It has a lot of imperfections on it. We're not shooting for perfection. I'd say it's improved about 70% or so. But I did a test spot with our panel wipe. This is the Meguiar's Surface Prep. This is by far my favorite surface prep. It's not too harsh, and I found it to do really well even on black soft paint. Not to say this is soft paint, this is medium. It actually corrected okay. Some spots we had to go a little bit further on, but that's usually what we have to do anyway. So now what I do is I just do a test spot. I will spray the towel, I'll mist it, and then just do a small section, and very lightly, and just see how the paint responds. So far, the paint is responding great for this, so I can go ahead and wipe the whole vehicle. And again, just very, very light application. Not going crazy here. Very light. And then flip and buff away any of the light residue. And we're looking good. Okay, so we're going to wipe the entire vehicle down. We're going to get all the glass and all the plastic trim, because we're going to start with the plastic first. We're going to coat the plastic and then the paint, and then either the glass or the wheels next after that. But I have to say, it is looking really, really good. That PPF film, that ugly PPF film, is gone. The paint looks really nice. Now, again, there's imperfections. There's going to be some light scratches and light swirls still remaining, because this is just a paint enhancement. We're not going full correction. It's an older vehicle. He just wants it to look glossy, and he wants it protected, so that's what we're doing. So it looks really, really good. Very, very glossy. Yeah, not bad at all. Huge improvement from what it looked like before. And that's what we want, improvement. So we will have lunch, and we're going to come back and prep the plastic, coat that, and then get started coating the paint. Now it is time to coat the paint. So we have the windshield coating drying. All the wheels are done, thanks to the lovely, amazing wife. So we coated the wheels, or the face of the wheels, with the metal oxide coating from Apex Surface Protection. Why do we choose that? Just because I like this coating. It is very strong. It's a 3 to 5 year coating, and I figured that type of coating would be excellent for wheels. We already used it on a vehicle. I'll have that video out soon. If not already, it'll be up in the card. Now we're going to coat it with EXOv4. So I am selling this coating basically as a 1+ year coating, even though it's really an 18 to 24 month coating. Yeah, that's right. So the customer is actually getting more than what they're paying for, and whatever, that's a value, an amazing value for the customer. And this coating is very easy to apply. I have seen the older versions, the version 2 and 3, which I've used years ago. I've seen that go up to 2 years on a daily driver with 1 layer. Yeah, that's right, 1 layer. Properly maintained, it can get the durability that it claims. Now you see that I have this new coating caddy. This is from Beads Racks. So thank you, Matt. I'll have the links down below. He sells these stainless steel coating caddies along with pad holders and all sorts of stuff. I'll have his website down below, but you can also pick this up at Car Supply's warehouse. But check this out, guys. It will hold the coatings nice and secure. And you know, the rest of this is basically just to hold towels and pads and other things like that. So really nice design, and I love it on the cart here. It fits perfectly. So this is like my coating cart. As you saw, it can fit this coating here. It can fit both 30 ml and 50 ml bottles. So that's pretty awesome. I love this little coating caddy, because before I would just put the coating on here and I've had it tip quite a few times. I'm done with that. So I picked this up and really liking it. So let's get to coating. We're going to apply the EXOv4 section by section, of course, as we usually do. So I'll show you along the way how to apply it, what it looks like on the paint, how it wipes off, and basically final results. So everything is coated, and now we're just going through with a separate towel and light, and we're going to double check, triple check, keep going through it just to make sure that everything is removed. There's no high spots, and of course having plenty of lights helps. But just keep walking around the vehicle, check all different angles, and make sure that all of the residue, all of the high spots are leveled out, and that your paint is nice and glossy. So it looks really, really nice. Awesome turnover, and I mean, for the age of the vehicle, for what we had to do removing that ugly PPF film, it really did turn out great. So the windshield is still drying, still curing. We have the Gtechniq G5 coating on there. And of course we polished it with the glass polish from Gtechniq as well. So this stuff right here, both the G4 and the G5, these I use as a combo. So we polish the glass and then we coat it. And we also use, I have all my pads in here ready to wash. This is the felt pad that I use to polish the windshield. And that really deep cleans it. It removes any type of water spots, not pitting or scratches, just water spots, and it deep cleans the glass. I do that now before every coating on the glass because it's just like the paint. It's prepping the paint, it's deep cleaning it, and it allows for better adhesion, and the coating should last its intended durability, length, and maybe even then some. So yeah, it is looking phenomenal. Wheels have been coated like we mentioned, and we applied this stuff, 303 tire balm and protectant, on the tires. So that's looking fantastic. And all the plastic, we actually used two different coatings for the plastics. Oh, we still have to do the exhaust pipes, so we'll do that in a moment. We had to use two different coatings because the front has a lot of these grill pieces and they're really difficult to coat. So sure, you could put a little applicator or a towel on a skewer or something and get in there, but check this out, guys. Look how nice that looks. That was can coat. So can coat can be used on the paint and on plastic, and it does a really good job. Will it last as long as a dedicated trim coating? Probably not, because this is usually rated about 6 months on the paint, but it may go further on the plastic, who knows. This though, the Vonix V Plastic Pro, this is what we used for the windshield coating. Oh, not the windshield coating, the windshield cowl, excuse me. So this stuff is a true dedicated plastic coating. This will go up to 3 years, so that's pretty awesome. So that is what we used for the rest of the plastics.